Welcome to SVJ EduTime. Today let us discuss about stages of cognitive development. John Piaget divided cognitive development into four stages. They are sensory motor stage, pre-operational stage, concrete operational stage, and formal operational stage. There is a short trick to remember these stages, that is SPCF. Okay, now let us know one by one. Firstly, sensory motor stage. This stage begins at birth and continues up to 2 years of a child's age. Imitate. The child begins to imitate others and child thoughts begin to develop. Children learn from environment. Senses. Children learn about the world by using their senses to interact with their surroundings. For example, a child touch things, lick them, bang them together and put them into their mouths. They are also begin to develop fine motor skills. For example, fine motor skills, holding a pencil and pressing a TV remote. These are the examples for fine motor skills. And object permanence. This is a very important point. And example for this, toy experiment. Child is able to locate hidden toys. For example, hiding a toy under a blanket and child knowing the toy is present under the blanket by finding it. And deferred imitation. For example, a child mimicking their parents cooking dinner by playing with pot and pans and pretending to cook. Reflex actions. For example, child pull his hand away immediately after touching a hot food and cold items. Next, come to pre-operational stage. This stage begins at 2 and continues up to 7 years of child's age. Egocentric. It means self-centered, self-regulating, talking himself. It is also called as egocentric speech. For example, children often talk to themselves when playing with toy. Animism. It means child thinks non-living things are also living things. For example, dragging stick as a horse riding. And one more example is when child playing with a teddy bear, he will think it has a life and get hungry, so let me feed my teddy bear, like that. And symbolic play. Children engage in pretend plays using object to represent other things. For example, using a TV remote as a phone. Language, rapid language development. Lack of conservation. Inability to grasp that quantity remains same despite changes in appearance. For example, if we give it a taller glass and shorter glass to child, both glasses have same quantity of liquid. But child cannot conserve, will assume that taller glass has more liquid than the shorter glass. Irreversibility. For example, 2 plus 3 is equal to 5, 3 plus 2 is equal to 5. When child solving a problem, he will get answer for 2 plus 3 is equal to 5. But if he asks this question in reverse, 3 plus 2 is equal to what? But he will not answer. Transductive reasoning. For example, child might say that it is windy outside because someone is blowing very hard, and clouds are white because someone painted them that color. It means child failure in understanding cause and effect relationships, which happens when a child reasons from specific to specific. Next, come to centration. It refers to focus on only one aspect of situation, neglect other possible aspects. For example, child focusing on number of pieces of cake that each person has, regardless of the size of the pieces. Next, move on to concrete operational period. It begins at 7 years and ends with 11 years. Some characteristics of this period are conservation, classification, seriation. There is a short trick to remember this. C for conservation, C for classification, and S for seriation. Conservation, here he is able to solve the conservative problems like conservation of mass, liquid and number. Classification and seriation, child is able to identify the difference and he can organize toy by size, color and type, and for example he can identify ascending and descending order. Transitivity. For example, if we take our relationships, child will identify who is elder is and who is younger one, and he is able to know the differences between tall and short, and big and small, like that. And one more example is 10 greater than 8, he is identify which is greater one and which is lesser one. Next, decentration. It is opposite to centration. Here he is considering multiple perspectives. Reversibility. For example, understanding that actions can be reversed. Example, puzzle can be made again. And next come to formal operational stage. Abstract thinking. Here understand and discuss topics like justice, friendship, like that. Scientific reasoning. For example, why should not drink water while eating food? Next, problem solving skills, reflective thinking. They can reflect on their own thoughts. And complex cognitive abilities like discussion, making plans, inductive and deductive reasoning, hypothetic deductive thinking. It means they are able to think logically about abstractions and have abilities to generate hypotheses. Okay, thank you.